Hey everyone, got Meinke here from MLive.com, joined by Nate Atkins, the new guy, putting the new guy on the spot. Lions, Jaguars, we do a prediction video every week. Nate, you've only been on the team for a couple of days, but you can't do any worse than I have. I'm on a personal, I believe, 4-game losing streak. Thanks, Jim Caldwell. But how do you see this one breaking down for the Lions?
Yeah, well, the Jaguars are also on a 4-game losing streak, so I think that's what plays in their favor. This is just everything is set up.
You compared me to the Jaguars. Okay, I got it.
No. This is just this is a game they have to win, and I think the Lions come out and they do it. I've got 27-23, a decently competitive game because the Lions can never make it easy, but this is a game where they're finally almost 100% healthy. They're coming off the bye week with a little extra prep. They're at home. They're against an incredibly vulnerable opponent, and if they want to have any chance to really be a legit playoff team, this is when they go out, they control from the start, and they get done.
Yeah, I think everything aligns for the Lions to win this game. You look at the bye, and the Lions have been very good after the bye under Jim Caldwell. They're getting healthy. They get back Darius Slay. Ziggy Ansah, who's not been himself all year, gets another week to rest that ankle. Still no DeAndre Levy, but I thought Josh Bynes played really well in his last effort, his second game back since rejoining the franchise. It's really come together for the Lions on defense, and that has been their struggle. It has been the offense carrying this team, and you look at that offense. I mean, everyone's back. You've got Theo Riddick's a little bit more healthy. Eric Ebron, I think, is going to have a big game up there up the seam. Anquan Bolden is rested. I thought he was kind of spinning his tires a little bit at the end of that nine straight week stretch for the Lions. And so I think you're getting healthy, you're rested, you got a hot quarterback, and you're playing a terrible team. We listened all week to Jim Caldwell and everyone talk about how great the Jaguars are. They are not great. They are not good. They are bad. I think this is the game the Lions should definitely win.
Yeah, the Jaguars, they have a few young, talented players, particularly on defense. I don't think they have the offense to come into this building against a rested defense and get this done. That's the way it should go. So you feel like the pressure is going to go back on the Lions' offense a little bit, where if they can come out and they can sort of manage some of the matchups. The Jaguars do have a talented pass rush. They've got talent on the outsides like Jalen Ramsey. But up the middle, Eric Ebron, Theo Riddick, Matthew Stafford finding the holes in there, and if they can get a running game going, I think that's how they take control. They just sort of be the more talented team and win.
The weakness for the Lions has been their defense, particularly against the tight ends, but they were much better, I thought, in their last outing against the Vikings. Only 2 catches from tight ends in that game. One was a touchdown from Kyle Rudolph, but only 2 catches for 5 yards. That was a huge step in the right direction for the Lions. And you get Darius Slay back. Nevin Lawson has been playing better and better and better every week I'd say for a month now. Johnson Badamosi, even as the third corner, looked pretty good there with the Lions. I mean, it's a unit that's getting better, I think. There's early signs of it getting better. Whether it's legitimate, I'm curious to see, because Houston and Minnesota are not world beaters when it comes to offense, but neither is Jacksonville. So I think there's another good test for them to build some confidence going into next week's game against the Vikings. This is a game, yes, this is a game the Lions lose. You'll come to know that when you're around this franchise a little bit. They tend to lose the games. They have a way of losing games they should win, but I just don't see it happening in this one.
No, and you can think of what a win like this would do. I mean, it's just the Jaguars at home, but to be able to secure first place next week before a Thanksgiving game at home against the Vikings for a battle for first place, I mean, this is one that, just to get the fan base energetic and off that sort of schneid of feeling like, is this too good to be true? I think this would be big for them.
You haven't seen a game at Ford Field, right?
I have not.
Yeah, it can be pretty rocking place. It gets pretty loud when they're good. In fact, I just saw a tweet from Rod Wood that had said the fourth quarter against the Washington game, the last time they were at home, was the loudest Ford Field it's ever been. And with everything going into this one, you got a hot quarterback. There's MVP consideration. There's playoff consideration, possible divisional title consideration. I do think it's going to be a raucous atmosphere, and I think that will definitely put in the Lions' favor. I think the Jaguars will have a very difficult time dealing with that.
Yeah, and that's the way they've got to try and set it up if they want to make the playoffs, right?
Yep. Got to win the ones at home, especially with the 3 road dates they've got coming up: Dallas, New York, New Orleans. That'll be a very difficult stretch.
Yeah.
If you want to win this division title, you got to protect your home field, and it starts on Sunday.
Definitely.
For Nate, I'm Kyle. We're MLive. Keep it right here.